大家，聽我講真啊，今年我要後場嘅團圓飯咁樣今年要係中秋節。When I was in Singapore, I never spoken Hakka at all. Before the dinner starts, I gave an introduction in Hakka, and to express my heartfelt thanks to my relatives, my aunties, to cook for me so many dishes. I made a promise that I would come again, and next time I hope that this reunion dinner will come again. I feel that this reunion dinner is such a rare opportunity. I really want it again. This is the best Hakka dishes that I have been waiting for, and it's called rice wine chicken. Yeah, and usually it is offered to women who have just given birth, so as to remove the womb inside them. Yeah.
Seeing him, get to talk to his relatives again, and how happy they were interacting, laughing with each other, sharing about the old times, reminiscing. It's very heartwarming to see that. And it makes me also treasure my own family more.
Even though I can't bring my mother, my father, and my brother here, but I really, really look forward to bringing them the next time. And the warmth that I had with them was so incredible. So the feeling was really great. Right now we are going to the Sibilok sanctuary for the orang-utans. Okay. Yes. It's a sanctuary for the baby orang-utans, where the baby orang-utans are being protected because of the logging, the hunting, and so on. A lot of the baby orang-utans were being orphaned, and therefore in 1964 they set up to protect these baby orang-utans, where they are being trained before they are being released into the forest of Sibilok. This is one of my favorite places that I came as a child. In those days, orang-utans are able to come closer to the visitors, but my father never allows me to. He said that there are cases of orang-utans carrying children away, and he was terrified of that. That's why he seldom brings me here, but I always love to come here. When I come to Sandakan, I always want to come here. I must come here. It has been so many years that I haven't come here. I feel quite detached, and coming here again, it's like a rediscovery.
I have seen orangutans before, but in this kind of natural setting, this is definitely the first time at Sepilok. So coming face to face with the orangutans in their natural habitat, it's amazing to be so close to nature. Yeah.
Shin comes back. The last time to see his grandma was about over 14 years. My mother always asking where are they schooling or working, how are they, how is his health, and whether they will be coming back to see her or not. At the hour when my mother passed away, we cannot contact him.
Basically, I was very, very busy and I am uncontactable. My phone numbers were changing very often and there were long periods of time they couldn't contact me. When they finally got me and I heard about the news, and it was about a year later already. Probably before she died, they were frantically looking for me. I'm not staying with my other family members, but they are all in KL. Somehow I just want to break free from my family for a while because they have been very, very protective over me. And I felt myself not being exposed enough to the outside world. I felt I have to be liberated from them for some time, be alone, surviving in a new environment like Singapore.
Soo Kyung regret they didn't see his grandma pass away.
Yes, I felt a great regret that I didn't come over. That is why I'm going to make it a point that I'm going to come over more often to see my relatives, my aunties who are getting older, and I don't want to repeat that same mistake again. Perhaps I have been quite selfish just because of I want to be liberated from the protection of my family members. I have been cutting myself off. And I started to realize I'm in a way, I'm not handling things well. I therefore want to make amends from now on. I have made a choice to convert to Singapore citizen, basically because being in Singapore for so long, I think I have really adapted to be a Singaporean already. And to ask me to adapt it to another environment like Sandakan, I would feel much difficulty.
I guess for Soo Kyung, one of the interesting things that I saw is that this really gave me a chance to see how he took himself out of his comfort zone in Sandakan, away from his family, his friends, his relatives, the environment that he knew, to uproot himself and to go to a new land in Singapore to try and establish himself with a career and a future. So when I saw him come back to his roots, it was like a return for him to the past, something nostalgic with family and friends, and also a chance for him to rediscover his roots, to remember what it was like growing up and what shaped him as a person he is today. So this has given me a deeper understanding of Soo Kyung as a friend, and also in what his perception of life and outlook is. I guess the important thing that I've taken away from this trip is family ties are very important, and that it's important to treasure our loved ones. And it's not a matter of how far a person is, but sometimes it's just a matter of picking up the phone call, calling them to know that they're all right and doing well.
The feeling of leaving Sandakan is difficult to describe, because on one hand, I want to spend more time here. On the other hand, I have a lot of commitments out there, and it's a dilemma.
As an aunt, I will advise Soo Kyung to go back to have more relationship with his parents and a brother. Since Soo Kyung have only one brother, so I advise him to get more relationship with him and to have a united family.
When I return to Singapore, one of the first things that I would want to do is to contact my immediate family, my mother, my father, and my brother, telling them about very meaningful trip to Sandakan. I'll try to make an effort to bring them all here. When I go back to Singapore and be immersed into the lifestyle of Singapore, I still have to take some time to come back to Sandakan, not only because of this discovery of this unconditional care and love from them, but also I have made a mistake in not seeing my grandma for the last time. So I don't want to repeat that mistake again. My aunties are all very old, and I must treasure the time when they are still alive and see them more often.